Hey everyone, this is Curtis here again, or Mr. Wu, depending on how you know me. Hopefully this video is a little bit clearer in terms of the audio. I'm using a different mic, a different setup, and I'm recording it differently, so hopefully the volume's better. I have to apologise at the beginning of this bit, this part of the video. I think my computer started automatic virus scan, which I had to exit and then stop, so this bit comes out a bit laggy. I didn't realise this when I was playing, but obviously it recorded it like this due to my computer being an idiot. But anyways, here you go, a bit more Star Trek. I got a new ship. It's the Sovereign class. It's an assault cruiser. I had to get the Sovereign class. I mean, it's the USS Enterprise E, isn't it? So I'm still playing around with it, still new to it. I haven't set up my bridge officers properly. I haven't done anything properly with it at all, really. Upgraded the weapons or anything. So this is very basic. So I apologise if I'm a little bit shit. I know I jumped from a science vessel to well, this is, I suppose it's more suited to an engineer engineer class or profession, however you want to call it. But you know, I had to go with this. I had no, well, it's not that I could have a choice, but you just have to go with the Enterprise. I'll probably go back to a science ship after. But yeah, like I said, this video isn't being recording live. I'm doing this afterwards. It means that this is made out of like different clips from this same mission. I just stopped it when, you know, bits get boring. Last time you just saw me a lot of travelling in sector space and looking at Earth space dock. If you didn't watch that, go check out that if you want. But yeah, this is a bit more ship fighting, and later on there's a lot more how do I call it? Surface fighting, I suppose. You know, actual people shooting guns and stuff. But yeah, this fight here was pretty easy. I mean, I don't think it was meant to be testing, but I'm now level 42, so I'm a Rear Admiral lower half. Rather than, I think I was a captain before my last video, which is why I could upgrade to this ship. But that's how quickly it goes, and I've barely been playing. Like I said before, this is a short-term game, so you know, Guild Wars 2 coming out, and so many other games coming out very soon. Battlefield 3, Armored Kill. I'm going to be playing that and uploading videos of that as soon as I can. But obviously that's not out yet for another month, I think. But yeah, I don't think that was meant to be testing. That fight here was pretty easy. I'm still getting used to my bridge officer powers. You know, for me to really be tested, it will take quite a bit more than that. 3 times as more force as that. But yeah, this part of the mission, as you can see, it says tracking the target. I'm supposed to talk to all the contact these moons. Which I have done so, and then you get to the final one. But like I said before, you know, this game is not meant to be too long. I mean, I've played it for I'd say a month. Yeah, I'd say about a month now, maybe slightly over, and I'm nearly already level 50, which is the max level. But yeah, I like the game. I'm a big fan of Star Trek, like I said in my other video. It's just, and you know, the graphics of this are pretty good. I'm certainly liking how, you know, all the ships turn out and how they all look. As you can see here, my ship at the moment looks amazing. I mean, I suppose in the actual Star Trek universe, you can say, you know, the TV series and stuff, this is probably the latest ship, but you know, as Star Trek has been on TV for a long time now, you know, the developers of this game and other people have invented new, even more majestic and amazing ships. But anyways. So I think part of this mission is, yeah, so I'm going towards the other moon, and you'll get to see I actually have to beam down and do some work rather than just staying in the ship. But again, this mission wasn't too difficult. I think this mission called Mine or something like that. I can't remember. Yeah, it was Mine. It's part of the Romulan thing. So I'm only in the second story arc. I'm level 42. It shows you how quickly it is to level in this game, and it's not really a leveling game. It's not like World of Warcraft, where you gotta, you know, where max level is what? I have no idea what it is now, but when I was playing, it was like 70 or 80 or something. I can't remember now. Or is there definitely not like RuneScape, where every skill you can get to 99 or even more in case of dungeoneering. It's much more like Guild Wars in that sense, in the terms that leveling is very quick. It has big differences. It has big differences in terms of leveling. You know, how powerful you are, but it's very quick. You know, the Guild Wars, the original, only 20 levels. And then you're as good as any other player, and then it all just depends on build. which is, I suppose, what this game does come down to when you reach the top levels. Say if I'm over level 45 to 50, it all comes down to build and your bridge officers and things like that. And I'm definitely no expert at this game, like I've said, very much a new player. But see here, I've beamed down. I'm sticking with a standard Federation uniform here. Well, not standard, but the one I've chosen. I just think it looks nicer. But in terms of just for the video, I thought I'll show all the parts, my kit, the weapons, and the armor that I'm wearing. I don't know. I'm a bit of a the Star Trek, because I'm so into Star Trek. I do prefer the classic look, you could say, rather than all this updated weird armor stuff. You just don't see that in the TV series and the movies. But you never know. So yeah, I'm supposed to be talking to all these people. So it says I'm supposed to talk to a Madram or something. I don't know. It's a Ferengi. But this is what the game looks like in terms. I've never been here before. But in terms of ground graphics, it's not bad. It's not the best. It definitely isn't as good as the newer games out. But it's better than some. It runs smoothly, as you can see. And it's not all about graphics when it comes down to MMOs. If I was talking about a first-person shooter or something else, or perhaps a regular RPG, I suppose graphics are a lot more important. But yeah, there's my sword and my gun. I think this is the first. Yeah, this is. I don't know why I decided to shoot these things. I think they're in my way. But this is the first bit of combat that I found myself in. There's a lot more later on. These are just get some animals. I've never encountered these things before. These dog things. Not much of a challenge really. But yeah, it's not too bad. I have no idea what I was talking about now. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the graphics of MMOs. Yeah, it's not the main thing. For those who play RuneScape, you understand that graphics aren't everything. It's all about the gameplay, how things turn out, what the people are like, and so on and so on, and so forth. But in different games, that's a different matter. In RPGs, when you're all by yourself, you need to be immersed in the game, and there's no one else to help you along with that. It's all about the graphics, in my opinion. It's one of the main things anyway. And with first-person shooters nowadays, COD, which I don't play that. It's a horrible game. Or Battlefield. The graphics are more important. The more realistic it is, the better. But anyways, yeah, I think I entered the mine here, and then this idiot. I run down this corridor, and this freaking idiot turns around and attacks me. I wasn't expecting it, so I already started shooting the other person. But it wasn't too much of a problem here. I want to attack those guys, and then there's this guy behind me here. And I've already attacked those. I've already aggroed them, but oh well. It wasn't too difficult. I could pretty much manage on my own. I'm a science officer, and in particular on ground anyway. I do specialise in healing. I just find it a bit more useful. The other science officer abilities I haven't found to be that amazing. Normally you beam down with more than one person, but in this particular mission I was only at one, as you saw before. But your whole away team is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. 4, 5, something like that. And obviously, if there are different professions, so you have an engineer with you, another science officer, and they can deal with other stuff. I prefer being the medic, you could say, when it comes to ground teams. Especially because, the NPCs of your bridge officers aren't the smartest. They're not stupid, but they're, they'll die on you without retreating or anything like that. So you've got to keep healing and stuff, and giving them hyper sprays and shield charges and blah blah blah. But yeah, I think that's about it for the game. I mean, there's a lot more fighting to come, but I mean, in terms of what I'm going to talk about, like I said in my other video, I want to buy HD PVR, or something of that. A machine which can record other gameplay, especially for my PS3, and I'll be doing that very very soon. But I just wondering what games you guys would like to see. Obviously Battlefield 3 is on top of my list. I haven't played that in months, but it's probably the game that I'm best at. And of course other RPGs is generally what I play. and there's a lot more games coming out soon. You know, GTA and Assassin's Creed later this year, Assassin's Creed 3, which I'm looking forward to. And of course, suggest any other games for me to play, whether on the PC or on PS3. Unfortunately, I can only play on those two platforms. I don't have an Xbox. I don't really like the Xbox, which probably most of you guys probably have. Well, this bit, it took me forever to work out how to work out this pressure plates. I was meant to assign, as you can see, my bridge off to standard and me to stand on the other, but I just couldn't get it. It took me about 30 seconds. It's just, I don't know, I had a dumb moment there. But yeah, like I said before, I don't really like the Xbox. I think it's a bit cheap. I don't know about the next, next gen one, but the current one is a little bit shit. To be honest, people only bought it because it came out before the PS3, I think, and it was like 100 quid cheaper. I don't know what that is in dollars, but £100 cheaper. That's, to be honest, the only reason why people bought that machine. The early ones had problems with Ring of Death and all that crap, and exclusives. In terms of exclusive games, I don't like Gears of War at all. I think Forza, I think, is one of the racing games that Xbox owners have. Well, we got Gran Turismo, so what's the problem there? The only one is Halo. The only one that I'd say is worth getting an Xbox for is Halo. But then it's not worth buying a whole console for one game series, is it? So yeah, PS3 is definitely my console, and probably I'll get the PS4 over the next Xbox as well. If I get a console at all, I might switch to a completely PC game, depending on what games are coming out soon. Because RPGs and stuff, RPGs work better on console, but that's, I think, the only game type that works better on console. RTS is obviously PC only. Diablo is much suited to PC and things like that, and Age of Empires games and all those are more suited to PC. MMO is obviously PC. You need the online ability and the keyboard and blah 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 and all those sorts of things. First-person shooters, mouse is more accurate. You can be much faster, depending on your settings on your mouse and things like that. So it's much more suited to first-person shooters. But Assassin's Creed and the Batman, games, and those sorts of ones, GTA, are much better on console. I have to say, on PC, I think they're rather crap on PC actually. You only get them on PC if you didn't have a console, and they often come out at least a month or so after the console version has come out. So anyway, that's a debate for the future, I suppose, for next gen consoles and however much PCs improve. Right, back to what I was doing here. I think I was releasing these prisoners. I didn't know they were going to help me, but I read their little text there, and they said they were going to get some weapons to help me out, whatever. I don't really care too much. I could have probably handled this mission on my own, to be honest. I think I'm well above the recommended level to do these missions, because it is so quick to level up. I think the recommended for this was 30 something, and now I'm 42, so this wasn't really a problem. I don't have the best of stuff, but I've got enough just to play the game. Like I said, this is probably a short-term game. I won't be playing this for years, probably. Maybe just a couple months more, or a month or more, but Guild Wars 2 coming out and stuff like that is difficult to say. So I captured these miners, captured the miners, I freed the captured miners, and then I turned down to the north path, and I got a drop here, some food, which allows you to heal. But yeah, I went off the north path. I thought that was the only one that hadn't gone up, and I was meant to escape from. It says my objective there is to escape from the mines because they were collapsing. I didn't realise that this was actually the wrong way. This is actually a way to a I don't know what you call it, a bit of an Easter egg, you could say. It's not actually part of the mission. You don't have to come down here at all. There's a few enemies here, but nothing really to deter you. But it's that little slimy thing on the floor there. If you are Trekkies, you might recognise it, but didn't really do anything. I unlocked an accolade for talking to it, but I was really confused. Horta, that's what it's called, and I didn't really talk to it at first. I started running around looking down those tunnels thinking, am I meant to go that way or the other way? It took me a while to actually talk to the thing. Funny thing was, after the mission, my reward is actually a mini pet, you can say. If any of you guys play Guild Wars or something like that, you get a little mini pet that follows you around. My reward is actually one of those things in a mini pet form. I didn't really realise I see here. I was looking at the tunnels and crap, but I think the video is about to come to an end. There's not much more, so thanks for watching, guys. I don't know when the next video will be out, but I don't, I don't really have a schedule, whenever, every few days or whatever. But yeah, hopefully new games and PS3 stuff. So I think that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe. See you guys later.